Hello once again and welcome to this part of the computation where we actually started working with mixed fractions, introducing the operation subtraction, and then we have looked at not only the ambiguous cases of what is likely to happen, but we've seen one particular case where we can borrow from the whole number part in order to make the computation possible. So to add value to that, what we want to do here is pick one example and then process it completely. Then we would also go ahead and verify using the guarantee approach. So let's get started. So recall from our previous work. What can we see? We started with 5, 1 over 6. We were to subtract 2 whole number, 4 over 6. Okay. And what did we say? We took this particular one here. And when we process this, what did we get? 4 whole number, 7 over 6. Okay. So what we want to do is to rewrite. So can I rewrite? Instead of 5, 1 over 6, I will be putting 4, 7 over 6. So I have 4, 7 over 6. And I have to subtract 2 whole number, 4 over 6. Do we know some steps to use? As usual, what will be the steps? Okay. Step 1 says what? Fraction part. First. Number 2, it says what? Whole number. Second. And then the third part, it says what? Simplify whole plus what? Fraction. Okay. That we have seen before, so not a big deal. Okay. And then that part. So what I want to do is quickly compute that and let's see how it looks like. So I'll do the step 2 here. And I'll do the step 1 here. Okay. So in step 1 and 2, what do we have? With respect to fractions, I'll be having what? 2. First term would be, instead of 1 over 6, we'll write 7 over 6. Okay. So let me quickly do that. So I'm going to have my 7 over 6 minus my 4 over 6. Can I process this? Absolutely. This will give me what? The bottom part the same. So what do? Write 1. I have 7 minus 4. What is that going to give me? That'll give me 3. Can I reduce that? Absolutely. Top will be the same as 3 times 1 over what? 3 times 2. This is my special one. So if I rewrite it, that is what I'll be getting. So the computation should produce what? 1 over 2 as my answer. Okay. So we got that part done nicely. What can we do? Let's get into the other part. So we have what? Step 2. With respect to what? Whole numbers. What am I getting? 4 minus 2. And if I process 4 minus 2, I have 4. I take away 2. I'll be left with what? 2. What is the step 3 saying? Step 3 is saying that bring them together. And we really want to do that now. This will be step 3. So I'll have what? My whole plus what? My fraction with respect to whole and a fraction coming together under the operation addition. Don't forget that part. I'll have 2 plus the half on that side. If we compute this correctly, we should get what? 2, 1 over what? 2. All right? Well, we can verify this as to whether it's correct or not. Okay? Couple of things we can do. We can choose to cross. We can choose to use the, put this over 1 and then do what? The partial crosses and get the form resolved from improper. Change it back to the mix and see if this will come. Just to justify that the operation is this. Another thing we can also do is to what? Rewrite this using special 1, make the bottoms the same, and then process from the top. Okay? Or another thing you can also do is that, okay, again with the rule of special 1, if I'm having something like 2 plus what? Half. Then I can rewrite the 2 as what? 1 plus 1 plus what? Your half, right? So now I know how to rewrite those special 1 to have a bottom of 2. So if we process from that case, what are we getting? It means we are getting something looking like what? 2 over 2 plus 2 over 2 plus what? Half. And if we do that correctly, guess what? The top becomes what? The bottom will not change because the bottoms are the same right one. The top becomes what? 2 plus 2 plus 1, which becomes what? 5 over what? 2. And if you ask the question, is 5 over 2 the same as 2 whole number? 1 over 2? Yes. 2 goes into 5 how many times? 2 times remainder what? 1. And that 1 can be written as what? 1 over 2. Good job. All right. If you're still with me, then we're doing all right. Let's take the next part quickly. How sure are we that we are correct? We don't know. So the best thing to do here, if you are in doubt, use the guarantee approach. So what I want to do on this part is quickly use the guarantee approach and see where that takes us. Okay. So we will look at the guarantee approach in that case. So cross-check. Always cross-check your work just to be double sure. That's all. And we will use what? Using what we were referring to as the guaranteed improper method. Okay. Let's see how the guarantee improper method goes. It says that what? Take the given and then rewrite them. So what is the given? 5, 1 over 6. We should subtract to 4 over 6. This is the given. Mixed forms that we were given. Okay. So what we want to do here is okay. Start working on different things here. So I will start with this part. So I'm going to take this, the first term, and rewrite the first term. So I have what? The improper case says that what? The bottom will not change. So I have what? 6 multiply what? 5, add 1. And if I continue from there, what do I get? The bottom is not changing. So I have 30 plus 1. And if I continue from there, I'm going to get at the top, I'll get 31 over 6. Good. Let's take this part, process that. What do we get? The bottom is not changing, so I have 6. If I want the right top, I'll get 6 multiplied 2, add 4. If I continue to process that, the bottom is not changing, so I have 6. 12 plus 4. The bottom is not changing, so that will give me what? I have 16. Okay. And don't forget, we did not touch what? The operation in question. This is the step where the tops are bigger than the bottom and the bottom is not equal to 0. So we have what? Our improper form. And this is where we want to work from. So this being the case, we can quickly say, okay, the bottoms are the same. So right 1 is the first minus the second. And if we compute this, what are we getting? Can we get anything different? Sure. I got positive 15 here. Okay. Can we do better than that? Absolutely. 6 goes into 15 2 times. Remainder is what? 3. Remainder is 3. And we said what? Is this part here, the remainder 3 part, that we can write as a fraction, which is going to be what? 3 over 6. And if you process this, you get what? 1 over what? 2. Okay? So now, the whole number, another fraction, can be computed as 2 whole number, 1 out of what? 2. Okay? Now, we can compare the two results. The guarantee approach confirmed what? The procedure we used earlier. And therefore, yes, by borrowing, we were able to what? Conclude that the steps we have carried out is justified. Okay? I hope this helped, and continue to use some of those logic ways of doing your work. Just take the necessary precautions. Get used to them, so as you see them, you are more comfortable doing what you have to do, knowing that you have what? The right knowledge to execute your work. I hope this helped. Let me hear your feedback. Have a good day, and continue working hard.